Hello and welcome to our second module on 3D Essentials. In this session, you will explore Unity capabilities by designing a kid's bedroom scene with dynamic elements like a bouncing ball and a tower of blocks. You will learn new skills in 3D navigation, object customization, and using Unity's physical system. You will also create prefabs, adjust lighting, and capture your scene with a camera. This foundational knowledge is vital to creating any type of Unity project. The skills that you are going to learn here is regarding GameObject, managing GameObject with prefabs, work with GameObject components, then scene building essentials, create GameObject, transform GameObject, control the appearance of GameObject, employ basic physics for GameObject, and finally configure a Unity camera for a scene. With Unity, you can create vast, fantastic 3D environment, precise, hyper-realistic simulations, and anything in between. In this session, your goal is to design a kid's bedroom complete with a bouncing ball that knocks over a tower of blocks. First, you will add 3D object to customize your scene, solidifying your 3D navigation and object positioning skills. Then you will create a bouncing ball. It will start a simple primitive gray sphere, but you will learn how to create new material, give it some color. Then you will bring that ball to life in Unity's physics engine. You will learn about prefabs when you create a tower of building blocks which can easily be reused in your scene. Finally, you will get the background and lighting just right. Then you will use camera techniques to capture the perfect shot in the action. By the end, you will have a solid foundation in 3D creation, which is critical for creating any project in Unity. Now, let's bring a kid's room to life in Unity. In this first session, we will first fill an empty room with furniture, designing it the way we want. Now, if you have not launched Unity, you can just double click on this Unity Hub shortcut. And here, come into projects, and here you already have the project that we created in our previous session. If you have not worked on your previous session, in your YouTube description or in the e-learning page, a Patreon link is provided. Click on this link, and here if you scroll down in attachment, you have Unity Profile 3D Essential _start.zip file. You just click on this link to download it. Copy it to your Unity projects folder, right click and extract it, rename it as Unity Profile. Now coming into your Unity Hub, you have one add option here. Click on the add option, add project from disk, select this folder and click open. So right now I will cancel this and I am going to start from the previous session. So I will click on this Unity _profile project. This will launch the project in Unity engine. Once the project is open, come into the project window, and here in assets, we have this Unity _profile _contents. Double click to open it. Come into the scenes folder, and here we are now going to work with this scene 2_kidroom _3D scene. Double click to open this scene. Now if you see this scene, if you come into the hierarchy, this consists of an empty game object called environment, and if you open this, this contains a simple cube of scale 30 along x-axis, 10 along y and 30 along z-axis. Because this is in isometric view, you can see here ISO appearing. This means that it is in isometric view. I will just right click here and change it into the perspective view. Remember, Unity is not a modeling software. Unity is a game building software. Normally we create models in softwares like Blender or Maya and then bring it into Unity. So for you to work on this project, we have already provided you with some basic models, and we call all these models as prefabs. To assess these models, if you come into assess Unity _profile _contents, there is a folder called prefabs. Double click to open it. And in this, there are different folders, and each folder contains different models. Now for our scene, I will come into the rooms folder, double click to open it. You have 4 rooms here: bedroom, kitchen, living room and gallery. So I will select the bedroom. I am going to drag this from the project window and place it onto my seat. And I am going to drag and place somewhere here and release the mouse. Now after I place it, I want to precisely place this room exactly at the origin point. For this, with 01 bedroom selected, I will come into the inspector and open the transform and come into the 3 dots here, and I will reset it. And when I reset it, the room will be present exactly at 0, 0, 0 point. Now press F to zoom into this room. Alt left click and turn around and have a look at this prefab. So we have already added a room prefab. Now the next thing is we want to add some furnitures into my room, and the very first thing I need is a bed. I will come into this prefabs folder, and in this prefab folder, if I now come into bedroom, you have different types of beds here. So if I select bedfull.br01, on the right hand side you can see here the preview of that. You have next bed underscore full br002. I am going to select this bed, and I want to place this bed precisely over this floor. So to place it precisely over the floor, I will just drag this here, and when I am dragging it, if I press Ctrl and Shift, see this will be snapped to the surface. So with Ctrl Shift selected, I will drag this inside this room and leave it. So now if I right click and if I come into the front view, you can now see this is precisely placed over the surface here. So I will right click, tilt up, press E and move up, and I will turn around, press A and move here. And only thing is this is not rightly placed. So I will come into this gizmo, right click and come into the top view, press middle mouse and drag it, and when I am placing it, I will right click here and switch off perspective so that I can precisely place it. Now the very first thing is I will come into rotation, and along the Y axis I will rotate it by 90 degree, and you can see that the bed is facing the wall correctly. I will drag it and place it at some point over here, so that it just touches the wall like this. So I will place it at minus 1.78 along X, 0.81 along the Z. In the bedroom, if you move down, you have dressing table two. One is 36 inch and another is 55 inch. I am going to select dresser 36 inch BR001, and again I am going to drag this here. Again press Ctrl Shift so that it snaps to the surface, and I am going to just place it somewhere here. I am going to again rotate this by 90 degree. I will drag this and place it here so that it is exactly placed between the bed and the wall here. So I will place it along X by minus 2.65, Z minus 2.47. I will come over to project prefabs bedroom. You have various components here, and I am going to select this nightstand, and I am going to drag this nightstand and again press Ctrl Shift to snap it to the surface of this floor. Place it here, again rotate it along the X axis by 90 degree, drag this and place it next to the bed like this. I will right click, turn around and press E and move down, and when I am seeing it from a perspective view, I will come back here on the gizmo, right click and enable perspective so that I have a realistic view. I will now select this table, press F to zoom in, Alt left click to turn around, and next I want to place an alarm clock here. I am going to drag this alarm clock, so I will just place it somewhere here, pan it down, right click and turn around, press Q to move down. I will come into Y and rotate it by 90 degree, and then move it along the Z axis so that it rests on the floor, and then right click, turn around and press A to move to the side, D to move here, and along the X axis I will pull it forward. I will select this rug doormat green, press Ctrl Shift, drag it to the surface here so that it rests on the floor. Then along the Y axis rotate it by 90 degree, then right click and come into the top view and again change and off the perspective so that I can precisely place it at the entrance of my floor like this. One last item I want to add here is I want to add one laundry basket round. So you can see this laundry basket. I will press Ctrl Shift, drag it and place it somewhere here. So we have added some 1, 2, 3, 4 items here, and with this we have just decorated our room. I will right click on this gizmo and enable perspective view. So now you can see that my room is appearing correctly. I will come into the game view. You can see all the items are precisely placed. Now come to File and Save.